Do you have a problem that's keeping you up at night, that's getting your stomach going like this with your business? I've been there many a time. If we're all being honest, I'm sure we could identify at least one challenge, one roadblock, one struggle that we're facing in our business. And sometimes these problems feel complicated and they feel difficult to explain to another person just exactly the nature of the problem. And so I have a little way of sort of dissecting the problem, shall we say, so that we can move forward and free ourselves to bring our best thinking to the table. Because sometimes we just get so emotionally involved with our problems that we turn off that part of our brain that allows us to think creatively and come up with the best solutions. Let me share an example with you. One of our biggest commitments at the dealership is to getting our used car inventory out on the lot, on our website, ready for sale as quickly as possible. We deliver a new car to a customer, they have a trade-in, we want that trade-in for our used car lot. It needs a couple things before it's ready for sale. It needs to be cleaned, it needs to be mechanically reconditioned. There's some things that need to happen before it's ready for our website and for our lot. And we are always trying to minimize that amount of time to get the used car ready for sale. It has been traditionally an absolute nightmare of a problem for us to figure out, with competing priorities and lots of other things going on at the dealership. If you have a problem, it doesn't have to be similar to that one. I would like you right now just to recall something right now that you're facing, that you're struggling with in your business. And I want you to think if it goes into one of three of these categories. Is it a problem that's a people problem? Is it a problem that's a process problem? Or is it a product problem? So those are the three categories of the type of problem. Let's go through each one. If I were to give you a magic wand and you could instantly change out the people and put the perfect person in place, would this solve your problem? If the answer is yes, you probably have a people problem. If I gave you a magic wand and you instantly could streamline a process, make things work operationally for you in a better, more effective and efficient way, you maybe have a process problem. And if I gave you a magic wand and said you could solve this problem by enhancing your product offering, making a higher quality product, making a product that was positioned differently in the marketplace at a different price point, or increase the capacity or value of your product, would that instantly solve your problem? And if you say, yes, I think that might, then maybe you have a product problem. And of course, that could be a service as well, right? How I like to attack difficult problems at the dealership and with my clients is to first get really clear about what is the problem here. Is it a people problem? Is it a process problem? Or is it a product problem? And you know what? You may find on occasion that it's a combination, right? Because life is messy, let's face it. Nothing is so simple as a textbook says. Still, this is a healthy thinking process to go through with your team and as a business owner so that you can get clarity on what are you solving here? What is the creative solution that you're looking for? So let's go back to this example of how do we reduce the amount of time to get used cars at the dealership out on the lot and ready for sale. It was clearly a process issue in that case, right? It was clearly a process issue. Were there some people issues involved in it? There's some people who needed some help with role definition and resources and understanding what the vision and the outcome was. Yeah, absolutely. That was part of the solution. But generally speaking, it was a process issue. We really needed to look at the process that we were going through as a dealership and the departments and how people were interacting and all of the administrative burden we were putting onto the process just to get things right instead of to get things done. And so we really needed to look at our process, take it apart, and put it back together. And that's exactly what we did. So whatever the problem is that you're facing today, whatever it is that's keeping you up at night, my encouragement to you today would be to try just to identify people, process, or product, right? Once you've got some clarity on that, you can open yourself up to coming up with solutions that will fit the nature of the problem. I hope that's helpful.